And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another Shoutcast with yours truly, Apparition. And this time we've got a 2v2 for you, and it's on the quaint map of Laya. You see, we've got, looks like to be a nice little town here. We've got a cafe. I'm guessing that Bureau de Poste is the post office. That's my best guess. I have no idea. And take a quick look around the map, pan all the way out here. So you even got a windmill. I love seeing windmills on maps. They're terrible buildings to take, but they're pretty cool looking at. So you see, it's not a very big map. It's made for a 2v2. It's kind of long. And the intersection here is basically right square in the middle of the map. You've got a strong manor house on the side here. And this is a garage. As you notice, the doors here cannot be shot out of, so something to keep in mind. I wonder if our players will take advantage of that or be punished by it. Another big windmill, but this time it's out of the map. So apparently this side looks to be like the flanking side, and this is the lockdown side pretty much. And now you see strong houses on both sides of the map for defense. One on this side, and they've actually got 3 over here. So I'm just gonna get right into it like I normally do. We introduce the players as they hit the field. Turn off fog of war. Oh, look at that, just got brighter. And I've upped the quality again to back to our original cast, back to 1920 by 1080, so 1080p. Try doing a lower resolution, try to bring down the size of the files to make it easier to upload. Ended up just ruining the quality a little bit, so hopefully this is much better again. And I'm at the 1 second mark this time, so I'm just going to go ahead and 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a meeting engagement. You see all teams on the field at the same time. Our first American player, we've got Ryeassassin, and he is infantry, as you see with the upgraded Thompson Rangers there. And he's got a jeep in his first start with some support weapons and a rifle. Second Allies player is Sandy PB2, and he's got a Hellcat in his starting call-on, along with AT gun mortar and a jeep himself. And the jeep's already way up ahead. Already going to spot all these Axis infantry, including the stormtroopers. Definitely. Jeep may make it all the way through. Whoa. A little bit of a hitch there. Doesn't quite make it. It's chewed up by 3 Shreks there. So our first Axis player is Ltunderpants, and he is Blitz, as you see with the double MP44 stormtroopers there. Ooh, Rangers take a huge hit, and now they're being hit by an MG. 2 MGs in adjacent buildings. There are 2 mortars out for the Allies, so it's going to be a nice target. Of our other Axis players, Attacktaco, and he has his own mortar. Putting good damage down now on the AT gun and these rifles, and you see this little red icon above there, looked almost like a bullet or a squid, depending on how you want to view it. That is a terror doctrine ability, and what it does is you get the upgrade on your MG42s, and it makes them much easier to hit enemy infantry. The MG doesn't get the bonus, but it allows Axis infantry. Grenade going off all these grenadiers. Great damage, takes out 1 man, a little bit of damage on the 4-man LMG 42 squad, but that MG ability makes it so much easier for your Axis infantry to engage, to hit their targets. Hellcat cloaked on the side here, so that was a really good push by Attacktaco. He pulled back. I'm not sure why exactly. He had the full run. MG pulling back, only 1 man there. So Ryeassassin brought out a fully upgunned Sherman in response to Attacktaco's push. Ooh, that officer's in trouble. That is a terror officer. You see he's got that MP44 there. And Shreks are going to start putting some damage on that Sherman. And the other side, we've got Lieutenant Underpants sneaking up with the Stormies. They probably have a bundle. Sherman doing a good job of pushing those Shreks. He does suppress them, but the pack is there holding them. And these MP44 Storms ambush this rifle squad, and they're going to mow it down real quick. The Sherman goes down to the Shreks, actually. Nope. Go down to. Not quite sure. But the Stormies, 9 kills already. Just obliterated that rifleman section. And Sandy did get a bar squad into this house here. He's jumping house to house. That's smart. He's going to decloak the pack. Sandy is pulled back. He got some damage on his Hellcat from that hidden pack there. Rifles getting mowed down here. LMG-42 in the house. Very, very deadly against close-range infantry. Hellcat being very aggressive here, running into some Shreks. They miss. And is this bar squad shooting from that side? No, there's no windows here, so the bar squad can't engage any of these support weapons. And now he hopped out and is forced to retreat. So I guess he was just fighting this LMG-42 squad, which I'm not sure who would actually win that engagement because they're so close together. LMG-42 is very accurate at close range. Do a lot of damage. The Hellcat out for Ryeassassin. The Hellcat, or M8 rather. Hellcat does go down to the Shreks who just popped into that building. And this MG is in this middle house here. He did point out the other window. There he goes. Now he starts to fire. An allied mortar doing a good job of decrewing a little bit of this Axis pack here. He did kill one man on it. So definitely some heavy building engagements right here. It was a good move to pop those grenadiers out of that building with the allied mortars and the MG shooting on it. They would go down fairly quick. And P4 out for Attacktaco. He's got the MG. No, he just has the skirts on. No MG. Oh! MG pops out of the wrong side of that building. Oh, he just gets crushed. Oh, that's a damn shame. There is a door. I think there's a door on this side. Don't know otherwise how they got in there. When you pop units out, you can click on them in the window here. And then select which side of the building you want to have them exit from. T-17 does go down quickly to tons of Axis AT out now. He was able to get one last shot out and did kill a grenadier with it. Sandy pushing up just with rifles and a T-17 here. I guess he's hoping for a lucky flank, maybe get behind a mortar, get behind a lone pack. But he's not going to do it. He does get a... Oh, he does not get the grenade off. He tried to throw the grenade on this MG. And he died just as the animation was hitting its top part there. Just as he was about to throw it. Oh, is he going to focus on this MG? Oh, he's reloading. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he does kill it, but only decrewed it. Maybe if he was a little bit faster, he could have killed the squad before he set up, and a Axis grenadier grenade goes on that 30 cal and does decrew it. So P4 finding this AT gun out of position, moving up, does decrew it. The gun is on autopilot. It's going to keep going backwards for a little bit. Although Sandy's AT gun is in position, just a little bit. Oh, P4 gets another crush. Just as those rifles popped onto that AT gun. Now they're pushing them around, so they're not actually on the gun. Is he squishing them? I think he squished another one. Yeah, there's another dead man there. So he does get the does get the crew there. There's that bullet icon again on top of it, so it's taking third-party extra accuracy. But the combination Sandy with his Sherman and his AT gun do pin that P4 and manage to take it out. Mortar doesn't get away. Gets decrewed. Or gets the other man killed. That's a retreat. Oh, and it looks like a little bit of a bug. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a little animation bug where the unit actually does leave the map, but you see the guy kind of stuck on the map, and then he disappears. Not a big deal. Little scouting now going out for Attacktaco with his LMG-42 squad. We have a truck out for Attacktaco now. It's either going to be a Terror Howie or an 88. Believe it's going to be a Terror Howie. Where is he setting it up? Vet 2 rifles out for Ryeassassin. He's going to try to quickly recrew these weapons. He does it with the Vet 2 squad. Not entirely sure. Oh, Terror Howitzer, or Terror Officer Collins. You see that jet flying by there. It's a high suppression Stuka dive bomb. Some players called it a distraction call-in. It can kill stuff pretty easily, but you see, it just did a lot of suppression, so it's really good against. Ooh, building crit takes out that side corner building there. That is a stew out for Lieutenant Underpants, putting a little bit of damage on this Sherman now. So lots of infantry engagement. This is pretty much all support weapon play here. Tank, mortar, MG, AT gun. AT gun not in the right spot though, and the stew is going to find these poor engineers and probably one-shot them if they don't hurry up. Trying to get this medic tent up, and here's the shot. Ooh, lucky, hits this little shed here, actually taking it out. Sherman does get behind this pack, which does pop medkits though, and there's no Top Gun or MG on it, so he's trying desperately to get around it. AT gun does take a couple shots onto that stew, and another P4 for Attacktaco out, just with skirts, no MG. Ah, and the Sherman is going to go down. Too much AT over here. It does lose its main gun, so it's pretty much useless at this point. Both sides squaring off a little bit. Still a lot of packs out for the Axis team, so they really have the AT on the field. And there goes the Sherman now. AT gun out for Sandy in the wrong position, but another Sherman out for Ryeassassin, another fully up-kitted with the long barrel and the MG. And that's exactly what he's going to need to fend off this P4, especially since one of the Axis packs has already been decrewed from that mortar, and the other one is still cloaked and moving slowly. So as a Blitz player, one of the tier 1 doctrine abilities is you can increase the accuracy on your hull mounted MGs, and I think it also increases the range a little bit, which is probably why that AT gun got decrewed without the main cannon going off on it. So if you're against a Blitz player and you see a tank just shooting at you with its whole MG, be a little bit prepared for it, and that artillery coming down is the Terror Howitzer. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of my face and I can't see it. So it shoots an air burst round. Just like that. It's very good at taking out stationary blobs of infantry and support weapons. It's a little bit random. Sometimes it'll take out 2 or 3 squads in one shot, and other times it'll just take out one man on the first round. But it scares the crap out of me as a American player, that's for sure. It's always devastating when your highly vet squads just obliterate into nothing. It does go down fairly quickly, so you can rush it with a like a two-man ranger squad, or a couple shots with an AT gun, or even a greyhound, and of course a tank. AT guns really far forward for the allies right now, so they're constantly being decrewed. One there. You really want to get them behind your lines. You want to use your infantry to scout more than you want to use your infantry or your AT guns to really try to get that surprise shot. Especially with a stew out. And yes, that was tank smoke on the stew. That's another Blitz doctrine ability. It's the same as the American tank smoke. So P4 is being repaired. There is a repair bunker out for the Axis. As you see, 2v2s are a little bit more tactical. It's a little bit harder to really pull off a good flank, because you can suddenly be double teamed. You really got to work well with your ally. We do have a bit of a standoff. Allies are in the advantage just slightly with a 0.53 population gain, and the Axis have only a 0.47. Spotter out for Ryeassassin. That'll be useful. The Sherman being hit by that surprise pack, and this MG, or this mortar rather. Ooh. Again, really far forward with all your support weapons from the allied players. Not using the good shot blockers like they should be, like putting a mortar like right here, where you have these tall buildings to protect you, or behind here, another big building to protect you. AT gun still standing here. We do have 2 medic stations out. And a infantry doctrinal ability is the medics will sprint to their casualties now, instead of doing their, the little bit jog hustle type thing that they like to do. So with really aggressive rifle play and a infantry medic station, you can get I've gotten like 2 or 3 walking wounded out of it. And walking wounded are kind of like the Blitz, or the British squads when they're in Axis enemy territory. They only walk. They do have 55 health per man. So they're really good for jumping into buildings or recrewing all those AT guns and mortars and MGs that end up lying around the field. So pretty useful. They do take up pop though. You see once again earlier that Axis mortar successfully counting the American mortar. Oops, spotter. Getting really close to that grenadier. Does get sighted. Gets picked off fairly quickly. The spotter is a one-man scout. Does not have any weapons, but he's really good for scouting, because you can get him in all sorts of nooks and crannies in the map without having to worry about 2 or 3 men, popping out and shooting or something like that. So lots of artillery now going down. You see the terror howitzer blasting away at these 2 Vet 2 rifle squads. So that's a pretty big loss. M10 meeting all sorts of AT goes down quickly.
What are my coordinates?
American AT gun just getting out, and as you see, it just missed him. And that was a infantry 105 millimeter howitzer firing on the Axis positions over here. So he was firing on that mortar. He did decrew it, did not kill it, unfortunately. So now pop gain is evened out. Like I was saying before, these Volksgrenadiers in this building are just going to take damage and not be able to give their own. But they do have this MG in a very nice position. They put up some sandbags there. Probably going to pop in that house. That would be, I think that would be pretty good. No, he's gonna hop in this house again. He doesn't know that there's no windows here. Goes down instantly. Reinforcing rifles and a mortar now, and more rangers out for Sandy. And they do have the Thompson, and we do have another AT gun and another sniper spotter combination. I don't think the Axis have a sniper yet. Rifles meeting more MGs. MGs being very popular as late. Finding a Storm MG combination being very successful in the metagame as of right now. No MGs on this side. Oh, there is one in the trees here. But I haven't seen the Allies really try to pull off a flank. That's where the Allies really get their momentum going. You get 2 or 3 rifle squads behind those MGs, and you just move past them, and you can decrew them on the go. Oh, seems to be a mortar in the middle of the map, oddly. And there we go. There's the first walking wounded squad. As you see, they're in enemy territory right now, so they're only walking. They do move at normal speed in friendly territory. So here's the Allied sniper back here, and the spotters up here. Any mines going down from these engineers? No, they're just idling in the middle. P4 flanking on this AT gun, but the Rangers are there to support. Another terror call in. You see the jet flying by there in all its glory. Comes down on these AT guns. I don't see any dead men there. Just does a little bit of suppression on the gun itself. Maybe a little bit of damage to the gun. Alright, so 2 P4s. Lots of tanks out for the Axis. No triage. Oh, there's the triage. This mortar should really go back down there and get that gun healed back up. Otherwise it might go down quickly. Rangers not in a bad spot in that building, but these Volksgrenadiers do take this strong manor house, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to get them out. To focus their mortars down on it. Once again, AT guns moving to the very front of the map. Not entirely sure why. Once again. Oh, double combination of Axis mortar and terror howitzer coming down on that position there. Might even take this MG out in the house. Oh, sniper found out by the P4. Goes down. I wonder how that happened. I guess he got trying to sneak over here, and he sneak in this section over here and just got revealed by that P4. Really not a lot of infantry out for the Allied players. Just lots of support weapons and specialty units. You can't really counter Axis support weapons with American support weapons. It doesn't really work that well. Because the Axis teams, their weapons are so much more effective. They have much longer range, higher suppression values. You gotta use Allied support weapons in combination with attacking units. Whether that just be a Sherman or 2 squads of rifles, anything really. What this happens, it becomes an attrition war. And either you have to be the most epic pro with your American mortar, or you will lose the engagement. Just because you see 2 shots from the American mortar go down, barely doing any damage. A lucky hit, that's what you really need, is just those very lucky hits that land perfectly square on top of their heads. So that actually is a very good win for the Allies now. And more Rangers out for Sandy. And here's those rifles I was talking about. Really nice bar on that Vet 2 squad. That is lovely to see. They get, I think it's 15% suppression resistance at Vet 2 and 10% received accuracy reduction, so they take less fire at Vet 1. And they get longer sticky bomb range, just like standard Vico. So all these AT guns being recruited. We got 2 squads of Rangers from Ryeassassin. They've all bunkered down over here. So 2 infantry players. I think I failed to mention one of the doctrine abilities. Sandy, gonna meet hell right now. 2 KCH squads from Ltunderpants. No MGs, no vehicles over here to counter them. Oh, retreat, retreat. Oh, man, they go down to focus fire very quickly. Rangers now really close to these KCH. There is an MG supporting them. More Rangers, more AT coming on the field. There is an MG in the back. Oh, pull back to the MG. That's what you really need to do. We really need AT gun over here, allies. That P4 is coming. KCH do pop smoke. And one of that squads was being focus fired. Rangers putting shots on this P4. Does not have skirts. Taking rear armor shots. Main gun destroyed. Very nice. Goes down. Another walking wounded squad pops out. So now they have more rifles on this side. Ooh, and then the terror howitzer are coming down on all these infantry right here. This is what you need to fire on with it. All these blobs. Ooh. Taking out 2 more men from that Ranger squad. Down to 2 men. They both have bazookas, so that's going to help them as an AT call-in. Hard engagement there. I really thought the Axis were going to be able to push up harder. When you're involved against 2 KCH like that and you have all those rifles, it's really difficult because you know you're going to take losses. It's just, you should just accept it at that point. But what you can do is don't move them and just have them focus fire down one squad, and most likely what will happen is they will themselves be focusing fire down a squad. So as you slowly lose squads and retreat, you'll be doing lots of damage to them. So you may lose 2 or 3 rifles or being forced to retreat them, but the loss of 2 KCH squads is so much more investment. So it's almost a good trade. And you really don't want those guys running around the map. Even if they take damage, they've got a natural health HP regen. And this spotter in a really uncomfortable position. Does manage to just barely sneak out of there. Doesn't see the pack, unfortunately. I think he does see the stew. So that's going to help them. So bars in this house here. Lots of windows. No windows. 1 window on that side. Just 1 little tiny window. So it's not going to be very effective against these guys until they get onto this side here. Oh, and the spotter gets revealed and is running away and is about to go down. Ooh, giant stew hit onto these Rangers. They do have Thompsons. Why aren't they getting closer? Why aren't they shooting? Oh, they don't have Thompsons. My apologies. I looked at those numbers wrong. Rangers with rifles, still really good, especially behind cover. They get that armor. Especially against folks, so you can do really, really well with them. But you can't charge in. I always see allies charging in their rifles, charging in their infantry, when you really want to use cover with them. So I think this is the 3rd walking wounded squad out of this medic station. Very nice. Green cover is an amazing tool. You will find that your bar rifles will survive so much longer. Sherman actually bounces a pack round, but shows its rear armor now. The 2 packs squishing this pack. He's actually safe right here. The Rangers are going to help clean up on that pack. Almost taking the gun out. They probably will. Oh, yeah, there you go. I don't know why those Rangers were still running. They could have hit the stop button. Nice work on that AT gun. And I was just saying they could have hit the stop button and they probably could have gotten another bazooka shot off. So that P4 looked about half health, went down to 1 AT gun shot. That is because of the wear and tear system that we use in OMG. And what that is, it's a small percentage of every repair point you put on the tank. A small percentage is taken off the top hit point total. And that's to prevent unlimited repair of vehicles. It just makes the game a lot more dynamic, a lot more fluid, and it makes you, as the player, need to decide when you want to pull off the tank. How much damage can it take throughout a game? How much repair can you really put on it? How many engagements can you use with it before you should really just pull it off, save the veterancy on it, let the vehicle tank live to fight another day. There's always two ways, as I see it, to fight in an OMG battle. You can either balls to the wall, try to win just this battle, or you can try to win the war. So even if you lose this battle, if you retreat your units, you pull off your vehicles in time, you build your vet up, you can make a very powerful company and end up really winning more battles than you lose, even though you may lose some of the beginning initial battles, which is okay, because as a persistency mod, you're fighting for the long term. And some players will disagree with that, but that's just the way I see it. I think it makes for a more enjoyable game. Get a little more connected to your units, especially when you start getting Vet 4, where you can name your units. It just becomes a little bit more fun. And when you see these highly vet companies, you're not so put off because you have your own high vet companies. Sherman finding that pack. Pack does have a nice range of fire here. Sherman is a little bit scared of it, but should be able to take out this MG from its position right here. Yep. Axis doing a nice damage, or a nice push over here. They did focus fire that rifle squad down, and is he gonna get away? Very low health. He does get away. Stu decrewed another AT gun. So many decrewed AT guns. So many. Actually, I think they're gonna go steal it. No, they're not. That would have been silly. The pack is getting really close, though, to this Sherman, trying to sneak around it. Ooh, Shrek's pop into this building. More casualties on the other side for the ally team. And Sherman is looking to go down now. That MG on this side of the map really being tough for the allies. They really need something to take it out, like this howitzer. I don't know why or what it's been firing at. Common mistake I always see with artillery players is they try to shoot infantry with it. Terror howitzer coming down on this AT gun. Rangers retreat off the field, gonna save their vet, gonna save their resupply. But as an artillery player, if you see a lot of support weapons, you really want to take out the support weapons. You really want to focus on those packs and MGs and mortars. And I always see them trying to shoot vehicles or infantry with it. And it's so easy for infantry just to move out of the way. And although tanks may take some damage, most likely they'll just retreat back to repair bunker and get out. Sherman does take out that MG himself, and the allies smartly recruit it, and the Sherman does sneak out of there. And here's a big push now from Lieutenant Underpants. Weak squads, but against other weak squads. This is a shot blocker right here with this little shed here, so if he was here, he would not take so much damage. You could probably run up to these sandbags as well. Well, the engineers do pretty well at close range. Don't want to count them out. Ooh, nice LMG 42 placement here. MG placement for the Axis. That's really going to shut down any flanks. Now he does have those Grenadiers pushing on this side. It's the reinforcements he need. 2 American MGs sitting here. He sees the mistake now and he's trying to move. And another P4. There's a fresh P4, already 2 kills. Snuck down the right side. He's going to take out that medic station. Lots of med packs popping up. MGs smartly on the flanks here. With their really long cone of fire, they're going to be able to suppress any flanking rifles just like these guys here. AT gun in the middle of these buildings. Not a great position, but he might be able to take out the Stu. He doesn't, but the Sherman from the other side from Ryeassassin does come in to support. Well done. That's what the good team play you need. They're all in the middle here, and more rifles coming out for Sandy. That's what he needs. Axis players pushing up their infantry. And Sandy did get this MG42, but this one KCH just gonna mow them down. But that's not a big loss. Do they have casualties here? No, they just died. Got headshotted. But they did remove another Axis MG from the map, and they do have 2 of their own. So P4 doing a good job of being a nuisance. Yeah, both AT guns here a little bit too close together. Not being effective. You want them spread out. They have the biggest cone of fire. Quick howitzer placement right by Ryeassassin. I guess shooting at these infantry right here. Maybe the tank. So now P4 is in a bad spot. Unfortunately, that AT gun was resetting up, so wasn't able to get a quick shot off. That other howitzer, this is a prime target here. You could probably hit both the MG, the Grenadiers, and the pack. That's the type of targets you really want to do. So Panther out for Ltunderpants. There's the 105. That's the type of target you really want to hit with it. Especially if you kill the gun, which it might. Nope, not quite. So still lots of AT out for the Allies. Even 2 more AT guns here to be recruited. So they have 4 out and a weak tank. And more Rangers on the field. And another AT gun. So there's 5 Allied AT guns. 5. 2 packs. So they have the AT, they just need the infantry now to come and recruit. Allies have been at a very slow pop drain lately. They're still at 39 pop to the Axis 40 pop, so that's not too bad. Take a look at the call-ins now, because we've been playing for a little bit. So Attacktaco has 13 out of 16 platoons. So he's still got some nice reinforcements waiting in the backfield. Lieutenant Underpants fully on the field, only 14 call-ins. You got this Panther. He's got a bunch of bikes out in the field now. This repair bunker back here. And then for our allies, Sandy, 16 out of 19 platoons. Ooh, that building crit goes down, taking out those infantry in there. So he's got a few more call-ins as well. So he's probably looking okay, especially since Axis are mostly on the field already. There's an Ostwin out. Not going to be such a big call. They're having a little bumper traffic accident there. Because of the 5 Allied AT guns on the field and the Rangers, I think they're going to be okay. Not a lot of infantry for the Axis now. And Ryeassassin with 16 out of 17 platoons, so he's got 1 more call in. So 2 howitzers out for the Allies, 5 AT guns, MGs, and I guess a squad of Rangers and a squad of rifles and a mortar against the Axis, Panther, Ostwind, P4, Terror Howitzer, 1 Grenadier here, 2 Grenadiers there, and a bunch of bikes. Unless the Allies really play poorly, I think they're going to be able to hold off. Now they got the positive pop again, and so the population count is reversed now with the Allies at 40 and the Axis at 39. So 1 weak MG over here is going to be the only thing to hold off these Grenadiers. It does kill 1 man on a crit, and he does force the other Grenadier off. Doesn't want to lose and wants to keep his vet. They see all these AT guns now. Probably a little bit scared. Remember, fog of war is on, so the Allies have no idea what the Axis have. They don't have any scouting units. Terror Howitzer are coming down all on these support weapons. Does kill 1 of the man in the crew. Oh, now the P4 is moving up. Does the crew 1 AT gun. That's very smartly done. That was a good use of your tools. And now this Sherman to take a good bit of wear and tear there. So now he's 222 health. Taking a lot of damage from this P4. AT guns are backing up the P4 or the Sherman. And here comes the Panther. Rangers firing up. I guess retreating, gonna take out the bike. That was smart. Ryeassassin repositioned his 105 howitzer. Where's the Axis howitzer? Oh, did it get destroyed? Yes, it looks like it got destroyed. You see the craters right here. So now the Axis don't have any tools really to push off these heavy weapons teams. And Allies really building momentum on the map. Now more Rangers out. Another AT gun. Rangers and AT guns. That is the name of the game. Supported by a howitzer. It seems to be effective. Ambush riflemen. This is an infantry unit. 3-man ambush squad. They can cloak and cover. They cannot move while cloaked. They do get accuracy and damage bonus out of cloak when shooting. And they can be upgraded with sticky bombs, a bazooka, or a bar. Most players use them for AT support, since I do get that bonus out of cover when a bazooka hits. They can do pretty good damage. So both Axis players grouping up on the right side of the map, trying to find a hole in this Allied defense line. 105 howitzer coming down, just a little bit overshoots the big house. Gonna hit the Ostwind. Nope, hits the house. Doing good damage on that mansion. Let's take out 1 Grenadier. Ooh, Panzerschreck popping a Ranger as well. Rangers and rifles flanking around the backside of this Ostwind. Ain't gonna be in a little bit of trouble here, especially with those Grenadiers at close range. Gonna force off those rifles, cause them to move, gonna cause casualties. So Sherman trying to put shots on this Grenadier squad at long range. It's smartly done, but they're gonna sneak out of there, still with all their men. I don't know if they have a med pack or not. Probably not. Very weak Grenadier out for Ltunderpants on this side. You can use those guys for scouting, or if you can keep them alive long enough for gaining population. The skirted P4 already with 19 kills, trying to crush these Rangers. Ooh, big shots on the rear there. More rear shots out of control from the AT gun. It was a good attempt by the Axis to try to push in real hard, but way too many AT guns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 right now, I think. Oh, here it is, 5. Maybe there's another one hidden somewhere even. Little AT gun war action. Sometimes they get a lucky hit. Like that, there you go. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit of a AT gun war. Gonna take them a long time though. 105 coming down on the pack. Just misses. Oh, there's the long range. It's gonna take out that Grenadier and the pack. Nicely done. Rangers getting healed up. Do have 1 light vehicle. That would be the Jeep. These Rangers, no kills on them. It's a bit of stagnant play as the Axis try to get some more reinforcements on the field to make a difference. They do have their sniper though. Sniper going to be very useful if played with well. But you just have to watch out for that artillery. So you're going to want to shoot and then move instantly and really reposition. When I mean reposition, I mean maybe move to the other side of the map. Really, you got to work on your targets carefully. There you go, shooting mortar teams. Good job. He's going to probably try to decrew it, and then he should run. He should run like he has never run before those 105 shells come down. In this type of engagement, you could easily decloak him and run back, and he'd probably be okay. Rangers firing up, feeling a little sniper hatred. P4 moving up as well, takes a big pack hit. Oswin may go down here. But that sniper is going to do okay against these Rangers because they're fired up, so they're being weak. Oh, now he's too close now. Nice micro with the Panther. Panther causing blocking. I heard a pop. Here comes the 105 howitzer. Killing infantry. Sniper, 105. Takes him out. That's why I was saying you really got to get the hell out of Dodge if you're going to use a sniper and there's 2 allied 105 howitzers on the field. You got to relocate far away. That really hurt the Axis at this point. They're only at 38 pop, so there's only a 2 pop difference, so it's not too bad. And this Panther, really good health still, so it's a very viable unit. So if they get a good push, they should be able to do some good damage. I don't think they have any more infantry though. Yeah, Underpants still in the field, 14 out of 14. And Attacktaco fully on the field, all 16. He does have this full health Gren squad with an LMG 42. Really good at taking out infantry close range. They don't have any healing units though. And with this allied triage on the field, Jeep's out now, it's going to be difficult to keep your Grenadiers available in the long run since there are allied MGs out as well. It would almost maybe be a good move to try to steal that mortar and then get out of there. Ah, see, the tides have turned. They got this. Allies got this MG42, and for a moment there, did you see the bullet icon above this squad? So that's a terror MG that they got. It's a little taste of your own medicine, I guess. 3 bikes out now. That's generally an anti-sniper call-in. So now they're taking received accuracy. So they're taking more accuracy from the allied fire. Not from the MG, but from surrounding units. Be a little overpowered, I think, if the MG gave itself an accuracy buff. Especially considering just how wickedly strong that MG is. Panther taking out some AT guns. If he's going to do that, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Jeeps have such terrible damage with their MG there. Probably just want to get him out of there. Maybe get him repaired, use him as a scouter unit just like he needs to. And big 105 shell comes down on that infantry. That's probably what he was waiting for. Get that line of sight bonus for your artillery. So allied infantry now dwindling a bit itself. Still very strong grenadier squad there. 1 man there. Could probably take out this ranger squad if as long as he didn't get bazooka. Get that unlucky crit. It's a bit of a standoff. Axis now back into the positive territory, putting the allies down to 38. Axis at a full 40 pop. So we're just trading territory back and forth here. So with all the players on the field, it's really difficult to see which one is going to try to make a move first. I think allies are in a much better position to move up. They could probably take all their jeeps and their infantry and try to push this grenadier squad off. And once they do that, they really basically won the game, because it's infantry that you need to take territory. As a Blitz player, though, because your officer can jump into your tanks, Rangers taking an unlucky shot from that Panther, forced to retreat. Another squad removed from the field now. Can make it just that easier for the Axis to win this game. I was saying, as a Blitz player, your officer in your tank can cap territory. Just like infantry in a half-track can cap territory. Friendly, a little bit of friendly howitzer fire on. Woo, long shot. Takes out the whole grenadier squad. I think that's game right there. Wow. Should give that 105 howitzer, that gunner, a medal for that shot. Holy hell. So 2 squads now. If a support team like a mortar or an MG is packed up, they can themselves take territory. But this ranger squad, this 1 MG against 1 grenadier, he might just get picked off by these AT guns. Jeep going down, rifles flying through the air. Look how far this guy went. That was huge. They have the most amazing physics. I think they're going to pull off now. No, they're still in it. Come on, allies. You got this. Another Jeep going down. Poor Jeeps. Pack goes down, though. So that's it. That's all what's standing in the way from victory or loss, is this 1 very low health grenadier. Don't know why Axes are still in the field. Come on, guys. Either full out, make a push with your Panther, or pull off. Those are your only two choices. And with all these AT guns out, I don't think that Panther is going to be able to do anything. But he's Jeep hunting. Hunting Jeeps with that big gun of yours. That's the most useful thing you can do with a Panther, is kill Jeeps. Because we all know how overpowered Jeeps are. Some defensive mines out for the Axis. On a 2v2, pushed all the way back here. This is basically all the way your spawn. I guess they were more protecting their repair bunkers than anything else with them. But not so useful. Huh. So the Grenadier is taking cover in the bunker. I don't know what they're waiting for. Is he pulling off? No, he's not going to. So what could happen here is these guys could actually hit these mines, lose all their infantry, and then the Panther could flank the AT guns, or this one man could just run around the map decrewing everything, which would be quite a weird comeback, I guess. Panther taking way more fire than it really needs to. Smoke doesn't do such a great job at medium to close range, just because the scatter tables will still allow the shot to hit, even though if it rolls a miss, because the direction of the shell. And there's one of the mines. That's the crew and AT gun. Smoke most useful at long range. Just helps prevent a little extra damage there, like the long range Shreks helps prevent them a bit more. So Panther finally pulling off. And Attacktaco refusing to just give up. He's going to fight to the last. And Rangers use everything in their arsenal to blast him into the sky. That's GG's all around. I guess it was a pretty close game. That 105 howitzer is really what I think what won it for the Allies. Because that LMG 42 squad, if it could have gotten a flank on that MG, would have taken it out very quickly, and then easily would have mopped up these Rangers. So, yeah, medal to the 105. It's what gave the Allies the infantry on the field that they needed by taking out that Grenadier squad. And then, you know, there are thousands and thousands of AT guns. The metagame currently right now is armor heavy for the Axis with stormtroopers. It seems to be very popular. So 1 or 2 AT guns is never quite enough. Those sneaky storms get behind it, kill it pretty quickly. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this cast. And stay tuned for more, and take care.